Picture two professionals, fresh out of college. They hold the same degrees, live in the same city, and accept job offers with identical starting salaries. For the first few years, their lives move in lockstep. The first promotions arrive, they upgrade their phones, and they split the dinner bills on the weekends. From the outside, their financial trajectories appear completely parallel. 10 years later, that parallel shatters. One is paralyzed by debt anxiety, quietly calculating if he can cover an unexpected car repair. The other possesses financial freedom, sitting on a portfolio that covers his living expenses, whether he logs into work or not. This massive gap in lifestyle and security emerged without a lottery win, a sudden inheritance, or a significantly higher salary. It raises a question. If income isn't the primary driver of wealth, what is? Society frames the path to success as a direct correlation. Work harder to earn a higher salary, and the wealth will follow. In reality, most workers trade their time, physical energy, and mental capacity for a monthly deposit. This creates a cycle where their entire existence depends on their ability to continue that labor every single day. While the poor mindset works for money, the rich mindset focuses on building systems to make money work for them. They seek to generate earnings that are independent of their physical presence. Income functions as active survival. True wealth is both protective and productive, surviving and growing regardless of your daily labor. Relying strictly on a higher income to build wealth is just like pouring water into a leaky tank. No matter how much you open the valve at the top, the hidden cracks at the bottom dictate the final water level. These cracks often widen as earnings increase. Lifestyle creep causes a 10% raise to be immediately consumed by a larger apartment or a newer car, setting a new baseline of normal that prevents any actual savings from accumulating. Even for those who manage to save, an external force works against them. Inflation acts as an invisible thief, shrinking the purchasing power of every dollar held in cash over time. History shows the constant historical pressure inflation exerts on the working class. $100 today will not buy the same groceries a decade from now, making uninvested cash a losing asset. Increasing your income is a futile exercise unless you first plug behavioral leaks and intelligently deploy your money to outpace the rising cost of living. Most people view money in only two dimensions, earning and spending. This survival-based psychology limits their financial growth to the hours they can personally work. This chart maps net worth. The wealthy use 6 dimensions: earning, managing, growing, retaining, investing, and multiplying. If money just flows out to expenses, your net worth flatlines, trapped in consumption. But by utilizing investment, the line shifts upward, leveraging exponential growth. This growth happens through invisible systems built in the background. The curve accelerates because the money is working for itself, not because the individual is working more hours. True wealth generation occurs outside the realms of earning and spending. It is built by mastering the remaining 4 dimensions of capital. Compounding is a slow, steady force. Like a tree, it requires time and a refusal to disturb the roots if it is to provide fruit. Investment success is often equated with the highest possible rate of return. Jim Simons achieved legendary status in the field by generating average annual returns of 66%. Then there is Warren Buffett. His average annual returns were significantly lower, at roughly 22%. However, Buffett began his compounding journey at the very young age of 10. Buffett's net worth reached an astonishing $84 billion. The vast majority of that wealth arrived after his 65th birthday, the result of a compounding engine that started turning 7 decades earlier. Wealth accumulates through the mathematical leverage of previous growth, working over decades. It is the result of time in the market, not just the effort to enter it. We must define the objective of these systems. If the goal isn't to pile up currency, we have to determine what that capital is meant to buy. Visible luxury is often mistaken for wealth, yet when a yellow sports car passes by, observers usually focus on the vehicle itself, giving little thought to the person behind the wheel. High-end luxury items are often liabilities that drain the very systems you have worked to build. They frequently serve to make an individual look rich while actively reducing their net worth. True wealth provides margin. It creates breathing space during emergencies and grants you control over your own calendar. The highest form of wealth is the ability to wake up every morning and decide exactly how you will spend your time. Moving toward the wealthy trajectory involves immediate adjustments to your financial habits. The first step is an audit, tracking expenses to plug the leaks. The second is protection, building an emergency fund as a financial helmet. Third, automate savings to remove emotion. Finally, upskill to remain your most valuable asset. A tree does not grow in a day, but the refusal to plant the seed today guarantees a future without shade. Escaping the income trap is won through small, repetitive decisions made when no one is watching. It is the cumulative effect of these boring choices that eventually creates a different financial universe.